My last video, I talked about Mob Psycho 100 and what makes it so awesome. On that video, I saw this comment, which by the way is the comment of the week for this week, and it inspired me to make a poll on Reddit to see what other people wanted to see most on a video about Naruto. There were 3 answers that were more popular than the others, so I decided to make a 3-part series covering all of those topics. If we can get this video to 15 likes in 3 days, I will release part 2 of this series, covering where the Naruto anime went wrong within a week. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, and comment down below what you'd like to see next for a chance at being the comment of the week next week. With all of that out of the way, let's get into this video. Starting out this 3-part Naruto series, I am going to be dissecting Kakashi Hatake because, well, he's one of my favorite characters, he's super deep, and it's my video. Kakashi starts out the show as a mysterious, lethargic badass who is a legend in the Hidden Leaf Village due to his skill and his possession of the Sharingan. As we learn more about Kakashi through subtle moments like the bell test, we get a greater appreciation for just how deep of a character he really is. Kakashi is not an emotionless assassin, though he can be when he needs to. He is actually a young adult with a dark past holding on to a lot of horrible baggage. He has seen things that other experienced Jonin haven't, and is still able to operate on a level that most of them can't on their best day. Although he puts on a tough front, those things do affect him and the way he treats people around him on a daily basis. I mean, think about it. At the age of 7, Kakashi's father kills himself due to the shame of choosing to save his comrade over the success of a mission. At the age of 13, he watches his best friend and teammate get crushed to death, then used that same friend's magical eyeball to kill someone. Then a year later, he accidentally killed his other best friend, who he swore he would protect. Now, I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, the only concern I had was wondering which Lunchable my mom would pack me for lunch. Due to the actions of his father, Kakashi had developed the idea that those who break the rules are scum. An idea that he would hold on to until Obito showed him that sometimes you have to break the rules in order to save people that you care about. A common theme in Kakashi's character arc, and all of Naruto, is that someone is always looking out for what's best for him. In this case, it is Obito. Obito sees that Kakashi is not actually a bad person, and that he's simply confused on what makes a bad shinobi. After the death of his teammate, Kakashi was obviously vulnerable and in a state of serious depression. If it weren't for the 4th Hokage's actions, Kakashi could have very well went down a similar path to Sasuke, minus the emo phase. You see, much as Kakashi is to Naruto, Minato acts kind of like a father figure to Kakashi. Minato assigned Kakashi to the Anbu to help get his mind off things. During his missions, Kakashi was ruthless and often had nightmares about killing Rin. Seeing that this still wasn't a good situation for Kakashi, Minato assigned him to guarding his pregnant wife Kushina. This was ultimately a turning point for Kakashi, as it gave him purpose outside of just killing. Now, instead of hurting people, his duty in life was to protect Kushina. And although I don't ever remember it being discussed, I believe this was also a pivotal point for Kakashi because a lot of people in the Anbu did not trust him and were afraid that he would kill them if it meant saving the mission. This is in stark contrast of Minato, who trusts Kakashi so much that he puts him in charge of protecting what he holds most dear, his own wife, who is pregnant with his child. Having someone trust him on that level was important, because before that, Kakashi felt no one trusted him. He felt alone and as if he had no purpose in life other than being a killing machine. Fast forward a little bit, and Kakashi begins to trust Danzo, but eventually realizes that Danzo is using him to assassinate the 3rd Hokage, eventually leading to Kakashi helping foil Danzo's assassination plan. Kakashi goes to the 3rd and tells him that he must retire because he feels guilty about almost betraying him, but Hiruzen doesn't respond with anger or malice like many of the other Kage would in this position, but forgiveness. This is another pivotal point, as the 3rd not only forgives Kakashi, but he promotes him. Even after all this, Kakashi is still tormented by the thoughts of Rin, and it's at this point that we see he's developed a compulsion to wash the hand that stabbed through Rin in fear that the blood may still be on him. Kakashi was and is completely enveloped by the thoughts of his friends dying, and one of them by his own hand. This is what it looks like when someone is breaking down. Heck, if Guy hadn't been there to save him, Kakashi... I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it's really pouring rain outside, so I'm sorry if you can hear this. Heck, if Guy wouldn't have been there to save him, Kakashi would have died because he started having a panic attack in the middle of a fight. This is an important scene that you may just gloss over entirely, but it adds a ton of weight for what's going through Kakashi's head. This character that we once believed as nigh invincible for most of the series is so damaged and vulnerable that he passes out in battle and is continuously washing his hands to get the blood off even though there's nothing there. This is also what sets Kakashi's character apart from most of the other characters in all of anime. Mental health is covered in many anime, sure, but almost never to the degree that is shown here. Just based off of his recent actions, we can deduce that Kakashi is suffering from depression, PTSD, anxiety, and obsessive compulsive disorder. That's a lot to be dealing with all at once, especially when your job revolves around you doing things that would trigger a reaction from any one of those mental health disorders. This is not a sign of Kakashi's weakness, however. It's quite the opposite. Kakashi's ability to persevere in the face of all of these overwhelming challenges is what makes him, in my opinion, one of the strongest characters in the entire show. The only thing that ultimately saves Kakashi is his mentors. Without Minato and Hiruzen, Kakashi would have either turned into an emotionless killing machine or dead, either by the enemy's hand or his own. The darkness that Kakashi endures is ultimately what makes him not only relatable on a human level, but also the character that the story needs him to be. Sasuke thinks that nobody can relate to him because he has no family, yet Kakashi also had nobody growing up. Naruto struggles with wanting to get Sasuke back, and Kakashi understands because he knows what it's like to have a relationship like Sasuke and Naruto, and what it feels like to have it taken away. Kakashi has the life experience necessary to deal with almost any situation. Whether it be an attack on the Hidden Leaf Village, or helping steer his pupils in the right direction, Kakashi shows the intuition necessary to make the right decision when that decision needs to be made. Kakashi in Shippuden shows his versatility as a character. He is both a total badass and a sensei who feels like he has failed his pupils. He has some of the best taijutsu fights in the whole show, and some of the most relatable lines of dialogue in the entire genre. The transition from Naruto to Naruto Shippuden carried with it a much needed look into Kakashi's early life, and showed many of the events that led him to where he is now. It also shows the distinct parallels between Naruto and Sasuke, and Obito and Kakashi. Hey, future editing Tyler Doe here on a crappier mic. I was just trying to say in this part that Kakashi and Obito's relationship is similar to Naruto and Sasuke's relationship, but I don't think I worded it properly in the script, but that's really what I'm trying to get at, is that their relationships are similar, and that's why Kakashi can relate to them on such a deep level. Although not exactly the same, their stories are similar enough to be impactful in the sense that Kakashi understands their relationship better than almost anyone. This provides insight into Naruto and Sasuke's relationship that we may not have gotten otherwise. Kakashi's role in Shippuden, other than his own character arc, was to flesh out Naruto and Sasuke's relationship without having the two ninjas outright talk about it. Shippuden is also where Kakashi and Obito's stories converge once again, and we get to see just how badly the death of Rin affected both of them. Obito's reintroduction shows that without a strong support system, Kakashi could have very well turned to the dark side in a similar fashion to Obito. With everything plaguing the eventual 6th Hokage, it would be understandable if he fell down the wrong path and never made it to where he eventually did. But that's not what happened. With the combination of great mentors and some serious mental fortitude, Kakashi was able to claw his way back from the depths, become one of the most powerful ninja in history, become the Hokage, and also become the leader of the two ninja who are the most powerful ninja in history. Throughout Kakashi's lifetime, he was presented with many opportunities to turn the way of the dark side, but he never does, and that's what makes Kakashi Hatake one of my favorite characters. Hey guys, make sure to like and subscribe, and comment down below if you're excited to see the rest of this series. I'm really excited to make it, but I just want to see what everybody else is feeling. Also, huge shout out to Alchemist Anonymous for helping me write this video. I was really struggling with this video in general. There were a lot of things that were seemingly going to ruin this video, like one, I was having a hard time writing it, and two, halfway through the video writing process and the beginning stages of editing, my other computer actually crapped out on me. So I had to go find the only new MacBook Pro in all of Houston, which took about 3 hours out of my day just to go get it and purchase it and everything. So yeah, I had a lot of wrenches thrown in this one, but yeah, anyways, subscribe, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next Sunday.